Hey, good morning, y'all. I told y'all we'll be back. So I'm gonna throw in my 2 cents about what I think is going on about the basically cutting off Section 8 for the folks that's been on it too long, and then the people, the folk, and then the EBT thing going on. So here's my thoughts on it. I personally think that it's a reset. You know, people have been talking about the Great Reset for a minute now. And I think people fail to realize that we're actually in it. And I don't think the reset is what people really think it is. Yeah, it's the government's doing. They're doing. Excuse me. They're doing all the work to make that happen. But at the end of the day, I think it's a spiritual reset too because it's going to push folks out of their comfort zone. It's going to push folks into a divine greatness that you just don't see coming. A lot of folks stay on that type of stuff because they can't get off of it. But when you got no choice, you make it happen. When you got no choice, there's no, no, there's none of that. You make it happen. Especially when you got children. Now, I think that the reason I couldn't get on Section 8 is because God knew all this stuff was going to happen, and I might not have been as prepared as some of the folks that's already on it or just got it or whatever. So I'm grateful I don't have it. God strategized that very well in my life, and that's not to say that God didn't strategize your life. But God knows the outcome for each and every individual. And he probably knew that if I would have got it, I'd have had a harder time getting off of it. So I'm grateful that it just wasn't in the works for me to ever get on Section 8. I remember when I applied, it was just too full. When I tried, it was just too full. So it is what it is. But I think that's the Great Reset. It's going to push people into greatness. It's going to push people to do what they don't want to have to do so that they could better themselves. I remember thinking, like, if I was to get on this, how am I ever going to get off? And it's really a mind thing. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. That's the Great Reset. It's spiritual, and it's actually going to help people. Peace.